Hi, Susan from Susan's Art and Junk Journaling. I have been wanting to make a matchbook junk journal for the longest time, so I've got my supplies together. This is from my Denver trip. I can't really show it to you, it's huge. From a garage sale, 15 cents. I'm gonna see if I can do something with that. This is some of my Easter egg dyed paper that I made recently. And I've got a couple of blue file folders I want to use. And then I've got a 2023 calendar, and I thought I would use this one and maybe this one for the decoration, or I can also use, bought this, it was on clearance, and I've been wanting to make something out of this as well. So, plus I've got this, my husband bought this for me at an auction, and I searched and searched yesterday how to use this properly, and I have no idea how this thing's used, but I know it's a Fiskars and it's got a rotary blade on it, but this must be an obsolete item because I'm not too sure how I'm supposed to get paper under there. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but you know, I've got this paper cutter, so I'd like to use it. I mean, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Well, that might make life a little bit easier, but let me get my supplies, get things cut down, and I'll continue the video. This is a great cutter. I didn't even think it cut. So I removed this edge and I've folded this up because these have, I don't know if you can see it on camera, they've got a score line on here. So I went ahead and used the original score line, and I want to cut this off a little bit because that's just a little bit too long. Maybe cut off, ooh, maybe this much. Still trying to figure out, this is a different cutter than I'm used to, so I'll get used to it. Wow, look at how smooth that is. Okay, so that will be the fold-up part to the matchbook. And let's see, I want this to be, let's mark it so it goes in a little bit into the matchbook. So maybe that much off. Okay. That just cuts so good. Okay, so this will be the type, and then of course I'm going to cut it down to a smaller. So let me go through and get all my components, and I'll come back and show you what I do. For this size file folder and the way that I've cut it, I took 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11. At 9 inches, I cut this off. So, cut that off. And then cut this in half. So I've got this cut in half. And then fold. So, cut here and cut in the center. So with these 3 pages, there we go. That makes a nice little signature. So I've got enough out of 3 papers that I can make 2 out of here. So I just took what I cut, put it on here. So I determined what I needed to, how I needed to cut this down to 9 inches was by looking at this measurement here, from here to here, and I wanted the paper to be smaller than this flap and smaller than this fold over. So that's how, I hope I explained that right. And then I'll cut here, and then I'll cut here. And when I opened up this calendar, it also has butterflies, a little butterfly calendar as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Alright, so now I'll go on to the next step and show you what I get put together. So the way that I cut this, I was able to get 2, and then in the offcuts, I'm able to make this small one as well. Isn't that adorable? And then this will go in here like that, that one. And there we go. Looky there. I've been wanting to make one of these for such a long time. I'm finally glad I'm making it. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate it. For the ease of measuring this, I'm going to use the centimeters, only because they're a smaller increment and easier for me to see. So this matchbook cover is 12 centimeters. So I'm going to cut the music paper to 11 centimeters, and then I'm going to cut the butterfly or the moth, whatever that is, down to 10 centimeters. And then for this one, the same, I'm going to do 11 centimeters for the music, 10 centimeters of the flower. And then this is cute. And on the back of the butterfly, they've got them all listed like this. So I'm going to cut a strip of the music paper to fit inside here, and then I'm going to cut one of these strips, either this one, or this one, to go on this. So let me get everything ready. I've decided the way that I'm going to attach this signature to the matchbook. I'm going to hole punch 2 holes and just take 2 lengths and then some of this cording, yarn, thread, whatever, and sew the signature together. So I've got this neat hole punch I've shown before. I got it from Menards. It's a automatic center punch, and it's spring-loaded. So I just take and then just push it. And it makes holes. Let me make sure I got it went through the back. Yeah, that's good. And then I've got my needles. And the one that I like using is this one. It's got a pretty big eye to it. And see if I can thread this. Oh, it's cooperating. Wonderful. Okay, so then I am going to, let's see, do I want it to be outside? Okay, so I have to start on the outside. Just push that through. I should have clamped this together so it didn't move or bulldog clip. There we go, and we'll push it through there. There we go. So let's secure secured on the inside. And then I will just take and make a double knot up here. And 3 hands. This little gold thread's making this awkward. There we go. So just a 2-hole stitch instead of a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Let's see, do I have enough to make a bow out of this? Let's see, let me pull this one smaller. Yeah, don't like it as a bow. Let's see, I'll just cut the extra off. There we go. Now I'll just glue this on, glue this on, and then I think I'm just going to staple down here and then decorate over that. I want to put brads in the bottom of my Matchbook journal. So I don't think my little hole punch can go through this thick cardstock. So I'm going to use this same hole punch to start some holes. And then what I'll do is I'll go through with my hole punch and see. And it's just a little one. It's just a little hole punch. It's not a big one. Let's see if, there we go. Makes nice teeny tiny little holes. There we go. And then I will put in the brads. Alrighty, so that's going to keep this bottom closed. And I've got this top picture glued onto the music paper. And now I will attach the music paper to my matchbook. I feel so disorganized with this video. I don't make prototypes, and I think my projects would go a little bit smoother if I took the time to make a prototype. Maybe I need to start doing that. I don't know. Maybe just flying by the seat of my pants works. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, let me tuck that back in here. Go. And put that. Okay, there's that one. And this one, the little one, I stapled. I stapled the signature in versus sewing the signature in. I just stapled, and it's got an automatic crease that's in the file folder. I don't know if you could see these score lines. There we go. So that one, and I think I'll take either some washi tape or some lace and cover the staples down here and up there. And then this one, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the brads as well. What I did was so where this overlaps, so this distance, I want about right here. And then again, since these are smaller increments, so this is 12 centimeters, I went in 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 9 centimeters. And then I'll go ahead and use my spring-loaded hole punch again, because this is just so handy. I think it came loose there. And then I'll use my tiny little hole punch again. And I've got my bag of brads, and since this is going to have purple flowers, maybe I'll use these little purple brads I've got in here. Oh, cute. Little round one. Oh, so I'll use 2. I don't want to dump this whole page out, or whole bag out. Let's see. There we go. Nope. There it is. I see it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'll use 3 flowers instead of a circle one. There we go. And those I got from a thrift store. I'm a big thrift store shopper and not so much a garage sailor, but definitely a thrift store shopper. Here we go. 1. All right, so when I complete all of these and finish all my little decorations and touches, I'll show you. This is just one of the bags and one of the containers I've got ribbon in and lace. Oh, that's pretty. Gonna have to try that one or this one. Yeah, let's see. This is probably from a church sale. Oh, we've got the best church sales in our area. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I think I need something white behind this. This is too matchy-matchy. Oh, maybe, let's see, maybe I can try some of the lace first. And then some of the, no, that's too matchy-matchy. Let's see. Maybe try a little of this first. Oh, that looks better. There we go. That's what I'll do. Let's see, I'm going to cut this just a little bit bigger than what I need. And I think for the top one, I'm just going to cut here to cover, let's see, I want it to be kind of centered. So maybe there. And I will use, oh, this stuff, I just can't stand the smell of it. Glue on my, let's see, I'll just go, oh goodness, I hope you can't hear my stomach. My stomach's making a lot of noise this morning. Okay, it's down there at the bottom. And let me cut this a little bit longer than what I need as well. Oh, that just... that kind of glooped. Oops, 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 oops. It moved. Okay. Now look at this gorgeous little trim. This definitely looks vintage, doesn't it? 100% miscellaneous odd lots. Undetermined fiber content. Fashion trimming. Let's see. Okay, let me cut it there. Oh my goodness, look at how that's glooping. Oh goodness. Okay. Is there a prettier side? Oh yeah, that's the pretty side. So we'll just... I'm going to put the cap back on that in case it decides to gloop again. There we go. Isn't that adorable? So there's that one. Let me just move everything out of the way here. So we've got, there we go. Didn't those turn out good? I didn't quite know which direction that was going to go because I've never made one of these, but I love it. So there we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. See, I could use this as like a mini birthday journal. So January, I can write birthdays, February birthdays, or I can use it chronicling what's blooming in my yard for each one of the months. There we go. There we go. I feel so scattered today. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Well, that just didn't look decorated enough for me. I had this shirt that didn't fit me, that had cute little flowers and little fake rhinestones on them. So I thought I'd cut some pieces up and some other lace that I've got and some jute twine, and I think I'm going to make like a little bit of a cluster here. I'm going to use I'm sure this was a Dollar Tree glue gun. Let's see. I think I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to take this jute twine and make a little loop-de-loop. I think I'm trying to channel my inner Shinuki art. Boy, she does some really gorgeous junk journals. Let me see if I can just get this to glue down there. Okay. And this cute little gold thread that came out of what I used to bind the signature in. I need a silicone tool to help press in all of the glue. Oh, look at all the spider webs I'm getting doing this. Oh, this is funny. Funny, funny, funny. Got it all over my fingers, all over the paper, everywhere. Okay, so I've got this sheet from Dollar Tree of all these too. Let's see if I can get do you see the spider webs from this hot glue all over my fingers? Okay, it's got some adhesive on it already, but I don't think that's gonna hold. So I don't know. Did that help things or make it worse? Okay, let me try this side now. Some of this cute little gold mylar thread here. Do you know National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where Chevy Chase cut down the tree and then he got the tree sap all over him and he's in bed with his wife and the magazine pages are sticking to him? That's kind of what I feel like right now. Oh dear. All right. Let's see. Oh, did I make it worse? Did I make it better? There we go. So we've got